Okay, today we're going to do something a little bit different. I want you to look at these two different photos and decide which one you are resonating with the most, which one is pulling you towards it. And then we're going to look at some cards to help you navigate where you may find yourself at this current time based on the photo that you choose. So the first we're going to look at what you may be struggling with, and then some things that you can do right now at this moment to help you move through those struggles, and then just some general advice that may be of help. So I'm going to go ahead and put those two photos up on the screen. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get started. So if you chose the first photo, you may be struggling with feeling like you are stuck in your head. The card I got for that was the Eight of Swords. So you may be struggling like you're feeling stuck in your head. You're looking at all the things that are holding you back, keeping you moving forward, keeping you stuck, and that's where your attention is going, on all these obstacles, all these hesitations, all these fears, all these issues. I feel like they're probably actual tangible issues that are showing up, but there are things that are showing up that are just stopping you from moving forward. And as for your advice on what you can do in this moment to help you deal with that overthinking, with that feeling stuck and trapped, is the Page of Wands. So basically, the way I'm seeing it in this situation is, rather than focusing on the obstacles around you, all those swords that you're surrounded by, rather than focusing on those, you want to focus on your passion. If you have something that you really enjoy, that you're feeling passionate about, that you want to move towards, that's where you want to focus your attention, rather than allowing all of these swords to cloud your focus, for them to constantly keep your attention. You move your attention consciously back onto this thing that you want, that you're excited about, that you're passionate about, that you want to go towards. That's what you want to focus on. This is probably something that is a relatively new idea or project for you, something that you're just getting started in, but that you're excited about. And that is what you need to put your focus on. This is further reiterated by the advice card, which was the Knight of Wands. So basically, you want to keep that in your mind, like your passion project, the thing that you want to do, and then you really just want to grab it and go. Just go for it. Get excited about it. Get moving towards it, and follow that passion. Follow that excitement. The things that really light you up, go after them. Chase them. Make movements towards them. If you feel compelled to go on a trip too, do it. I am all for traveling. I'm all for exploring. This card also has a lot to do with traveling and exploring. So I think if that's something you feel like you are drawn to, also do that. Because yeah, you've got this new adventure. Like, you have an underlying adventure that, like, you feel it. You know, in your subconscious, in your very essence, in your being, you know that you have this new adventure waiting for you that you're excited about. And I think it has the potential to make you happy. It has the potential to bring that peace and that happy home feeling. It's got the potential to help you feel grounded and realized in the midst of something that you really enjoy and are excited about. And the only thing is that you're holding yourself back, which we can all do, right? This is a common thing that people have to face. They just focus on the obstacles. And when that's what you're focusing on, it's harder to see your way forward. But when you focus on what you want, what you're excited about, what you're passionate about, then you can start to move towards it, and it will ultimately lead you to a happier place. So that is for the first photo. If you enjoyed that, feel free to follow, subscribe for more. You probably won't be in the second photo unless you just really vibed with both. So probably goodbye to that group. Now, if you chose the second photo, oh, you are You are facing some obstacles. You've got some stuff going on. So when I look to see some of the things that you might be facing, it looks like you may be struggling with or potentially needing to put some boundaries up around a toxic situation that is trying to resurface in your life, that has returned some sort of toxic thing. This could be a person, a situationship. This could be um, some sort of bad habit or something that you have a tendency to fall back into. But it's a toxic cycle that you've been struggling to break, but you are working on breaking that. You are putting down your foot. You are putting down boundaries. You are drawing the line, and you are holding your ground. So that's good. I'm very proud of you for that. Um, and when I looked at what you can do right now to help and facilitate these changes, facilitate standing up for yourself, and what you needed to do, the card that came out was the Nine of Pentacles, which is very much a card about being whole and complete within yourself. You don't need to look for external validation. You don't need to look for those external things, whether it's some sort of habit or person or situationship, whatever it is. You don't need to rely on that because you are whole and complete within yourself. You have everything that you need right here in your garden. You got all the pentacles, right? You have your little bird friends. Makes me think of Disney princess. You're a Disney princess up here. You don't need nothing. You are settled. You are good, strong within yourself. Now, for general advice, I thought this was really interesting because what came out was the Five of Swords. And when I looked at the cards surrounding that, kind of on the periphery, I get the feeling that you may be holding back. Like when you're drawing these boundaries, when you're dealing with this situation where, you have this toxic, difficult cycle that keeps reemerging in your life, and you're trying to create those boundaries and hold those boundaries. I think part of you is hesitating to really go forward and firmly draw those boundaries if it requires you to have some sort of confrontation or fight. You may be hesitating to do that because you're worried that it's going to lead to you maybe getting blocked or kicked out, abandoned, left out in the cold. It won't be a warm, fun thing to experience. It would be very difficult, and it has the potential to hurt a lot. And you know that it would be a tower moment. You know that it has the potential to be that tower moment that tears everything down. But even when things get torn down, there is the ability to arise anew. I remember when I was going through something that was very difficult for me, I finally let go, let the universe do what it was going to do. And it was absolutely the most catastrophic tower moment that I could have ever imagined. And it was very, very painful. But that pain allowed me to start fresh. It took time, it took healing, but I was able to move forward and become better and stronger because of that. So, your advice is to not be afraid to stand up for yourself, even if that does mean that you have to step on some toes along the way. Even if that does mean that you're going to have to face adversity that may lead to difficult times, you're still being urged to do that. Now, of course, always keep your own intuition in mind and do things that you feel are best for you and your situation because you know your situation better than I do. But I believe the summary of the advice is to continue to move forward, to continue to draw these boundaries, even if it does require you to face more conflict than you would normally feel comfortable facing, because your boundaries and your peace are important. So, if you found that helpful, go ahead and feel free to subscribe, follow along. Yeah. Thank you very much.